How's it going, guys? Your boy Cheesecake, aka the only man known for me, straight cake for the money. And again, yeah, no Black Ops 3 gameplay. Um, the big thing is, tomorrow I'm going to be hanging with my buddy for a while after work, and we might do a quick live stream of some zombies. Before we're going, the plan is to go out tomorrow night, and have some fun. But we might do it beforehand, before we get ready to leave and stuff like that. But so that hopefully will be coming, but I figured I would give you guys a Q&A. I'm trying to finish off the rest of these questions because in my mind, if someone was willing to send me a question when I asked for them, I feel like, you want your answer. So I should be, if I'm keeping true to my word, I'm sorry, excuse me, then I should be answering all these questions. So I figured I would rattle them off real quick. Okay. First question, and this one's a dagger. God, I should have read through these. How do I deal with rejection? No, we're gonna skip this one. I'm gonna go to the next one because the next one kind of leads into this one. What was the biggest rejection I faced? Actually had a lot of them in the past couple of years. I mean, an absurd amount. Most of them not like a big deal, but I'd have to say, when I went to go up to MATC to get my firefighting degree, or fire technician degree, there was internships offered through various full-time fire departments, and I think I interviewed for 3 of them, like Maple Bluff, Mount Horeb, and I can't remember who the third one was. Maple Bluff, Mount Horeb, and someone else. I can't remember the third station. But I got rejected, well not, yeah, I guess basically rejected from all of them. And to me, I mean, that was a huge shot, but, now that's kind of more motivated me as I'm on the volunteer department. Now I want to do everything I can to, when I go back to school, be like, you know what, now I have this knowledge and I have this experience, and I can work my ass off knowing that I know what I'm doing, and I also have the knowledge of all these guys that have been doing this for longer than me. And, I've been through a lot more, I've been through so many different situations, scenarios and stuff like that, you can read in a book, but it's not the same as, being there and actually, needing to face that head on. So, I kind of use it as, pick me up. So the question that I was going to lead into this is, how do I deal with rejection? I don't think it really matters whether it's, you get rejected from something like that, or you get, rejected by, let's just say this. I've been rejected there. I've been rejected by teams, trying to join up with them. And I've been rejected by girls, that's part of, every young man's life growing up, really. It's all the same, really. I know a lot of people some people get mad, some people get upset about it, and you have people that will get really down on themselves. Me, I use that as that's like a stepping ground. When people tell me, you're not good enough, blah blah, blah, I like to, it gives me that little extra oomph to push myself. Like, you know what, make your choice, that's fine, but I'm gonna prove you wrong. I'm gonna show you that you made a mistake, and I'm gonna work harder, and I'm gonna be more dedicated, and I'm going to give that extra effort until I absolutely have nothing left to give, and prove to people that I can do this. And even if you told me no, someone else might tell me yes, and then you're going to regret telling me no. Like I said, I'm only 23. I still have a lot of life to live, so I'm sure there's plenty of more rejection coming through within the next however many years I got coming. But really, the other part of that is you gotta look at their side too. Everyone's gonna make the best decision, for themselves and what's gonna benefit them. So, you really can't get mad because, I do the same thing too. Obviously, I make the decisions that are good for me, what's gonna help me in the long run. So, I'm sure I've given people rejection before too. So, it is what it is. Favorite Call of Duty team I've played on? Well, technically, if you want to go by competitive Call of Duty teams, I've only really played on 2. So, I've played in tournaments and stuff with TMG, Lethal Gaming, Team Carnage, and a bunch of pick-me-ups. But if I had to pick one, which you're just trying to set me up here, people are these. I should have just said screw these questions. They're all like trying to get me in trouble. Lethal Gaming, biggest name, most publicity for playing for them, stuff like that. Um, but obviously I haven't played for any of the big teams like Optic Phase, Denial, stuff like that. But that is what it is. I honestly never thought I'd make it to that stage, anyways. But I just had fun doing it while I did. What's the number one tip? Sorry, I can't read my own writing sometimes. Okay, number one tip I would give someone going into competitive Call of Duty: have thick skin. I've learned it through the past. I've been doing YouTube for 2 years now, live streaming for about a year, and playing competitive Call of Duty for about 3 years. People are gonna hate on you. I mean, it is what it is. Our community sucks, and no one wants to change. I've did multiple videos about this. Saying I think we need to improve our community, and we need to work on having a better community, like over in Europe. People don't want to come into this community and be a part of it because there's so many people that we're not supporting people with positivity. We're ripping everyone down, and the world is beautiful, perception is ugly, but that's really what it is. It's all about your perception, what you're seeing. And I found one thing is I would post content of what I wanted to do. I was going to make my channel what I wanted my channel to be. And I had so many people ripping on me saying I need to do this, I need to do this. In all honesty, I don't give a damn. I can have 1 sub, I could have 1,000,000 subs. I'm going to do what I want to do for my channel. And someone, I think I've had about everything you could possibly be called. I've been called a pussy. Not going to say that word. I think I've actually, I'm just not going to go and repeat all of them, but I've had a lot of profanity thrown my way. I've had a lot of people tell me I shouldn't be where I am. I've had a lot of people tell me that I'm not good enough, and in all honesty, I mean, Call of Duty's not hard, dude. I mean, it's a video game. If you don't have the fast hands and the reflexes that some people have, you gotta make up for it with, playing smart, which is, I don't have quick reflexes, and I don't have the gun skill a lot of guys do, so I work on outthinking people, and, I've literally had days at the end of Ghost when I really started getting into competitive Call of Duty with TC, and, I only worked part-time, so I would have a lot of time on my hands. I literally be sitting there, and, the map would, like, it's almost like I'd zone out, and I'd have the map, like, playing out in my head, and I'm like, I'd think if I run this way, there's a guy here, here, and here, and, I would make sure that, I did run that route. I'm checking every single one of those spots. I know head glitches. I know, popular corners to sit in. I know where each bomb site is. I know how many entranceway the bomb sites have, and, it is what it is. Have I ever been a hater on any other gamer? Not really. I've been jealous of guys because there's some guys out there that just make bad money doing this shit. And, I enjoy doing YouTube. I enjoy doing live stream. I really wish it could be my job where my job was to play video games, give you guys content, and live stream it. But, it's just, it's not how the cards fell. So, and, I'm happy with the path that I'm following right now into firefighting. So, I'd say I kind of got over that. I really just, everyone's going to follow. We all have our path to follow. And, sometimes we choose something else, and that path ends up working, and, some don't. And, like I said, I like the one I'm on, and I'm just going to continue going. How much longer will I be doing YouTube? This, I think, was when I first started out. I think this is one of my first Q&A questions, but I didn't answer it. Now the answer is I don't know. That's really what it comes down to. I'll probably do YouTube until I really start getting busy to the point where I don't have time. Right now I just do YouTube and live streams over on the weekends and when I do have spare time at night. But as soon as I get busy, video games are obviously going to be the first thing to fall to the wayside. I like this question. How's your day? So this was asked, I'm pretty sure this was probably asked the day I was going to do the Q&A, but, if you want to go by today, I had my ups and my downs. work sucks for everyone. Not many people really enjoy their jobs. That's another reason why I want to get through my career, because I feel like I would enjoy, working as a firefighter, and it'd actually be a job I could get up and go to in the morning, and actually feel like I'm proud of this job and this is something I want to do. Then my day kind of went downhill, um, a little bit towards the end of my day. But then I got to hear from my younger brother, who is, for those of you that don't know, in the military. I said in one of my other videos. So I haven't seen him or really talked to him since August, which I really doesn't. I know that's not that long ago, but it's weird. For those of you who do have a family member in the military, kind of know the feeling that even though I didn't talk to my brother every day before, I didn't see him every single day, but it's just weird not having them there, knowing that you can't just reach out and talk to them whenever you want, but just hearing from him, and it's just it was really nice, and that just honestly made my day. I was literally arriving home, and I looked at my phone and noticed that I had a message from him, and it was probably the best thing that could have happened today. I was ecstatic, and I was really happy that happened. Have I ever debated on, or have I ever thought about coaching? I'm assuming you mean coaching Call of Duty. One, you don't see many coaches anymore, but that would probably be something I'd be good at. Considering I understand the strategy part of it, or the strategic part of Call of Duty, and all that comes easy to me. Which, here's what doesn't make sense to me. You put me in front of Call of Duty, you give me a map, I will give you about 20 different strategies for that map, different ways to run it, that you can switch it up every single round, and you will have something that the other team is not expecting. But when it comes to stuff like, math, don't understand math. I have never understood math. We learn like the MLA style of writing and stuff like that in English. I have no freaking clue about that. When I write papers, I would literally have to look up MLA and have it like on my Internet Explorer so I can, minimize my paper and keep going back, making sure I was writing it the right way, because I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. But it's all just on what comes easy to you, I guess, too. Now, if I just ever thought about being a coach, like a sports coach, I would love to be a baseball coach. I loved baseball growing up. I think I played from like my 5th grade year until I was a sophomore year. My sophomore year in high school was my last year of baseball. Broke my arm my junior year, but I didn't really like to coach, and I was just kind of losing my love for the game. But still, I love watching baseball. I love seeing baseball highlights. I think it's a great game. Football coach, the only thing I would know how to coach in football is receivers. I would not be a head coach in that. I can drop some crazy ass plays, but I don't think I would be good at that. And basketball coach, I was never good at basketball, so probably not good to coach something that you weren't. Because my team would basically be like, let's lob the threes. Let's put them up. Let's see what happens. And that's probably not a good strategy for that. The very last question. And I saved this for last for a reason, because this is completely irrelevant. God, I cannot speak lately. Irrelevant to my channel. It was just a random question someone asked, and they said, do you have a type? And the actual tweeted question was, because I remember this one got asked to me last week when I was going to do a Q&A. It was, do I have like a certain type of girl? And this was back when, because we were doing a live stream, I don't know how we got talking about girls, or some guy said he was watching my stream and his girlfriend yelled at him or something like that. And we got talking about it, and I got in this whole big argument with my live stream on, what hair color was the best. We're tall girls, short girls, all this. I wish I could have uploaded that, but I was playing music. But it was literally like an hour and a half argument on this stuff. And like most guys I do, I think I said this in my video last night, I like short girls with like dark hair, they're smart, gotta have a sense of humor, because trust me, if you don't have a sense of humor around me, you're gonna hate me real freaking quick. I don't know, I'm attracted to dark eyes too, maybe, I don't know, it's just, my preference, but, and I'll tell you this much, I'm weak for a good smile, a girl flash me a good smile, that'll usually lock me, and, can usually trap me real quick. But again, guys, I appreciate all the support, even if I'm not doing this as a job, I'm not doing this a lot, I appreciate, whatever